Please be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
This is a case of Delaney versus Parrett.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Delaney, you are joined today by your mother, and you both claim that you were a virgin when you met the defendant's late son, David Hairston Jr. However, you have opened a case today to prove to his family that he fathered your 16-month-old daughter, Joya. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Parrett, you are here with your daughter, and you both claim that you never heard about your son's relationship with the plaintiff. You believe the plaintiff is motivated by money, and you refuse to accept her child until the results prove that Mr. Hairston is the biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Delaney, I'll start with you. You say you were inexperienced?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you are certain Mr. Hairston is your child's biological father?
1,000% certain.
1,000,000%.
I know
so,
he's the
no,
father
Your
of
Honor.
my granddaughter,
No.
Joya. Yes, he is.
I do not believe it, Your Honor, because he would have told me something of her. He always talked to me. He would have let me know that he was in a relationship with her if he
I
was.
disagree, Your Honor. I think that he did not speak on it because of the age difference.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I've been in his company while he's been on the phone talking to his mother.
He's older than me, so he was trying to cover this whole relationship up.
Oh, so Miss Delaney, you were dating a man who was older than your mother.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Well, that's
And you believe he was
I have
trying
never
to cover that up, which is why he never talked about it to his mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when a child gets involved, wouldn't you think that he would talk about that
You would think
or
that
share
he
it
would.
with his family?
You would think that he would.
But you say you've never heard anything
never
about
heard. Never
He
heard
was
of
All right, so
living
I
with
want to
someone
understand the
else.
nature of this relationship. Ms. Delaney, tell me, how did you meet Mr. Hairston?
I was walking home where I was living with my mom, and he stopped me and approached me. From there, we met like 30 minutes later, and we went to a mutual friend's house, and then we talked and got to know each other then.
And did he know you were a virgin?
He did.
So you had told him.
I did.
So take me to this day where you lost your virginity to a man who's older than your mother.
We went to a hotel, and then I didn't want to pay for it. He didn't want to pay for it. So we went to...
That's the truth.
Wait. On what day do you lose your virginity and have to pay for the hotel room? What is going on here? So you got to the hotel, he thought you was gonna pay.
Yes.
Ain't that nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you say, no, I'm not paying for this hotel.
Correct.
And he says, I'm not paying either.
Correct.
So what happens?
We then went to the mutual friend's house,
Oh.
and then that's where it took place. He had candles. We did get candles. We did get
Whipped
candles.
cream and all, Your Honor. She told me they had whipped cream. I'm like, oh, you went all out, huh? How was it?
I wish you
my
would have
God.
told her you were gonna go to this hotel with this old man before you were gonna go so she could tell you don't go.
You would not have been here today.
But was this the night you believe you conceived?
No.
No. Okay, so when do you believe you conceived? How long were you all in this boyfriend and girlfriend sexual relationship?
About 4 months in.
And so in 4 months, Miss Parrett, Miss Baylor, 4 months, he's having a sexual relationship with this young woman. You don't know anything about
Nothing.
her.
We never knew he had side things going on. We knew my brother, but we never knew a name, or he would call them different names. Like, I'm with PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Country, LL. It was a variety.
LL, that ain't me. That ain't me. So take me to the day, Miss Delaney, you find out you're pregnant.
I missed my menstrual cycle, but the only reason I knew is because my menstrual comes on the day before my best friend. And she came and asked me for feminine products. And I asked her, why you need that? And she said, because my period is on. And I said, well, mine's not on. She said, well, because you pregnant.
And Your Honor, I said, something's going on, because I just had pink salmon, and I love it, but it made me sick to my stomach. I have 2 other daughters, and I was like, one of y'all pregnant, so go get tested. They went, got tested, it was none of them. Come to find out, it was Courtney. So I'm like, okay, Courtney, the fun's over now. I'm about to have a grandbaby. What's happening?
Oh, because you ate that salmon when it made you sick. You knew something was happening.
I knew something was wrong. I knew, Your Honor.
And was he the only man? I mean, I have to ask you this, Miss Delaney. I mean, you say you lost your virginity to Mr. Hairston, and I get that. But that does not preclude you from being in a sexual relationship with somebody else.
That precludes me because when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm in a relationship with that one person, not nobody else.
And so to keep her, Judge, that's why I think he got her in that hotel. He moved her in.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. It is your testimony that once you had sex with Mr. Hairston, and that was the first man you've ever had sex with, you did not have sex with anybody else during that time when you were intimate with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it is your testimony that during the window of conception, you were only intimate with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and at some point, your mom's testified you moved into a hotel together.
We did.
While you were pregnant?
This was before, while I was.
Was he staying there with you? Were you in a relationship? How involved was he with you during this pregnancy?
He was involved to about a 50-50 extent.
Explain.
He wouldn't go to doctor's appointments.
Was he there when Joya was born at the hospital?
No, I don't think so.
He wouldn't even sign the birth certificate, Your Honor.
That's
because
why
But he said this was his child. He said it was his child.
He never told us. He might have
That
told
was his
y'all
child.
whatever he had
has
to say to
told
pacify.
me.
Oh, I mean, sorry, you, because the mother claimed she didn't know him.
Correct.
Because
I did not, right. I know of him. All I know is his first name, and I've seen him sneaking. He would change vehicles, come in different cars, pick her up. She'd have to meet him to the mailbox from where we live. Different stuff. I've seen him in passing, but never met him.
But why was it in passing? I mean, you, the mother, when he was pulling up and your daughter's waiting by the mailbox, you know this doesn't look right. And your daughter is 21 years old?
Yes, at the time,
But
Your
you
Honor.
don't feel like you need to ask any questions?
You got to.
Well,
That's
after
right.
this point,
That's
Your
right.
Honor. Yeah.
She
After this
asked questions. My answer was just, I didn't answer. I never said anything to her about it because I know my mom, and if I would have told her his age, that would have been the first question. How old is he?
Right, I knew of him, but not the age at that time. But when I found out about the age after this, I said, that don't look good in the community, and you know your mother's a Christian, so you got to end this. So my daughter moved back home. So after that, and she was gonna do the right thing, he wasn't gonna step up ordinarily, because he didn't go to any appointments. I was taking care of her the whole time through this pregnancy after about 5 months.
After Joya was born, did he develop any type of relationship with her?
He said that he believes that this is his daughter. He never denied her being his daughter. He thinks that she looks like him. He called her stinky feet.
And so you felt like the interaction was what you would see from a man who believed he was the father of the child. Like he felt like he came in and treated your daughter like she was his?
I do. I felt like that.
But how do we get it to the DNA part?
Because I told him that he needed to be a father, and he was not doing that. So I went and got assistance from the government. And in order for me to get assistance, I had to comply with child support.
And I convinced my daughter, Your Honor, to go ahead and put him on child support because mother to mother, I mean, your mother, I mean, how'd you raise your son? I didn't raise my daughter like this. This was just, I guess,
Like what? Hold on now.
Like
Because your
you know,
daughter
to treat
was supposed to be a
women the
virgin
way
and was
he was treating women.
No,
apparently, it was more than just my daughter. That's
No,
why he was
ma'am.
hiding.
If
It
you
wasn't
was
just
rich,
a
it was
baby.
one at a time,
one at a time.
My brother said it was not his, and he
What
wanted,
did he tell you about this child?
He said before he passed, he had a court date scheduled. He said, I have to go to court to see if this baby is mine. And that's all.
We got to the first court date. He passed away when he was supposed to come to the paternity testing court date.
And so, Ms. Delaney, after finding out he had passed away, how were you able to connect with his family?
I found out that the funeral home that they had whatever they had I contacted them. And then I left my information and she called me back.
And what was that conversation like? What happened?
She explained to me that they were supposed to go to court and that he didn't make it to court, and that she was told that he was, had passed away. And was that true? I told her yes. And she told me that she didn't believe me. That was my child. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he's not here anymore, he's not here. So that left me hurt inside right there,
Because you felt like, Ms. Delaney, he was saying all of this, he was pretending to be dead to avoid child
support.
At first, yes, Your Honor, that is what I thought. Because it was just so weird how you come to one court date and then you never deny that she's yours, and they tell you to come for paternity testing, and then we have a conversation, and then next thing I know, you're dead. You had no health problems. How are you dead?
I mean, it was a shock for us also, and I mean, the bottom line of it is that we just need to know, because this is what he told us, is that he needed a DNA test.
Yes, and he wasn't sure.
That's the only way.
And he wasn't sure, so he wasn't sure, so I have to believe what he told me, because I want to be sure. So this is the whole thing. We want to be sure that the baby is his baby.
And your granddaughter, yes, definitely.
Yes.
Like, why does she have to keep calling the baby? Her name is Joya.
Okay.
Well, I just really
we don't know. We
No, you know her
have a
name.
relationship.
You know her name. We text, we talk. You know her name is Joya. Stop responding to my child as the baby.
She's still
One thing about it is
She has a name. I've sent you pictures of her. You have all these things. So don't respond to her or refer to her as the baby. She is a human being with a name, and it's Joya.
And I'm very sorry for your loss. I said that when I first met you, but I'm truly sorry, because I wish I had gotten to know my granddaughter's father. Now she'll never know. I never know. I'm just sorry this all had to come down to this, But now it's about the baby, and we want to do the right down.
Your mom just said it. The baby. Okay. Your mom just said the baby. Her name is Joya, so I'm okay.
It's about Joya.
It's all about Joya.
Okay.
It really is.
Okay, it is.
It really is.
Okay.
This is why paternity issues, they're hurtful and they're confusing, and they create a lens through which we see everything. What Ms. Delaney was feeling as a mother is, it's just that, I think it's that mama bear thing. You are a young girl, but at the same time, it's my baby's worthy. She has a name. So I don't want to make you all wait any further. We do have the results, and I think we're ready for them.
We're ready.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Because there wasn't a blood card available to test the DNA of the deceased, we performed a DNA test with his surviving parent. The results will determine if there is a viable relationship between the child and the mother of the deceased, Almenia Parrett. In the case of Delaney versus Parrett, when it comes to 16-month-old Joya Delaney, it has been determined by this court. The percentage of relatedness between Ms. Almenia Parrett and Joya Delaney is 0.00%. You are not related.
That is not
I knew it.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I disagree.
That's okay, Mom.
I disagree.
It's okay. That's what we came here for.
Miss Delaney, I'm concerned that as a young woman, you have not gotten yourself to a place where you truly understand the importance of honoring yourself, knowing your worth. Do you know who her dad is?
I do. He's deceased, and you're asking me to give you a different answer from what I already
No, I'm not
said.
asking you to give you a different answer. I'm just asking you, do you know who her father is? Because it isn't David Hairston Jr.
And again, Your Honor, I disagree with that.
I'm behind my daughter 100%, and I believe if she says he's the father, he's the father. So I'm sticking behind my daughter.
Well, we're
Listen.
sticking behind the DNA test. I'm sorry.
Listen. I want you to pay attention to your daughter, because as much as you've done or tried to do, when you see different cars pulling up, we assumed it was the same man in different cars.
Yes,
But
Your
now the result tells me that it may have been a different man
In the car.
in a different car.
There you go.
Honor. Okay.
And I've been 21 before.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it there. And so we have counseling and resources for you all. I wish you all the very, very best of luck. Court is adjourned.